the Shala was a place where I got to deepen my study, become an actual student of myself, especially to be observing, what am I doing? Not just what am I thinking and what am I feeling, but what am I doing? What are my actions bringing into the world? And it's meant the world to me to have a place where I could have a teacher or a group of teachers, to actually have a community that I come into where there's a collective wisdom. Three things really leap out to me as the most impacted that I've been by the Shala. Foundationally has been, first, my posture and my awareness of how to move my body. I had a serious lower back injury, and it was through my teacher training that I learned just how mobilized my lower back was and immobilized my hips were, and that really changed the way I move. It changed my personal practice, and it has literally freed me from having a regular succession of re-injuring myself. And I now have long periods of time where I do not get injured at all, where I can move in ways that I never could, where I could lift weights like I never could before, while also being able to play with my son more freely. And that has been an extraordinary liberation just at the level of my own body. The Shala has a way of taking what is often really mystical or abstract language and putting into incredibly practical terms. And that gives the student the opportunity to have something that isn't necessarily coming to them through Sanskrit or something that seems really far off or like an otherworldly culture, but actually puts it into, this is practical things for a human being to do. Plant your feet on the ground, breathe deep through the nose, stand up straight, and learn how important it is that you just simply stand up straight. I've since used that languaging in a profound number of applications as a music teacher, as a photographer, as a yoga teacher. I have even just in my day-to-day life, being a dad and working with people on work parties and things like that, just being very clear about how I language things. All of that really comes from my teaching at the Shala, of like really solidifying how powerful it is to put what I want someone else to do into very clear universal language that even a child can understand. That was something that the Shala did for me, is bring a depth to my experience of even the simple things, of the simplest of things, just paying where I place my attention. And the reflections that I got in that group have been so fortifying, to know who I am and to know how to use my voice and to be confident and to go out in the world and carry the teaching forward, not from a place of a hierarchy, like I'm smarter or greater or have something that anybody else does, but recognizing that if I genuinely want to be of service in this world, I need to learn how to be a part of a community and learn what I actually can give and contribute to a circle, and see how that ripples out.